2 Americans are back safe in the U.S., and 2 others have been found dead after a kidnapping in Mexico. Officials say the 4 went across the border because one person was scheduled to undergo a cosmetic procedure. They were then caught in the crossfire of 2 rival groups. For more, let's bring in CBS News contributor Enrique Acevedo from Mexico City. Enrique, over 1 million Americans travel to Mexico for medical procedures. How 1 million travel, how safe is that kind of medical tourism, distinct from what happened in this case, just in general?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to think twice before traveling to border towns and having these procedures done, not just in terms of the economic benefit, but their own personal safety after what happened in Matamoros last week. But the truth is, John, that we've had a level 4 travel alert for Matamoros for years now. This is not something new. It's also true for other destinations in Mexico. And people realize that is overall, it's still safe to travel to Mexico. There are these pockets of violence, parts of the territory that are under control of criminal organizations, where you get caught in the crossfire like these 4 Americans did on Friday, and the consequences can be fatal. But for the most part, I think people have gotten used to or have normalized violence in Mexico and have found a way to live around that.
And Enrique, you touched upon this topic when we spoke on Monday, but go in a little more detail, if you will. Are the cartels, is it drugs? Is it human trafficking? Is it both? How do these cartels operate there?
It's a combination of everything. They control drug trafficking, human trafficking, extortion, kidnappings, and they've grown into this immense criminal enterprises that are extremely profitable. And so that's how they have this power to corrupt, to buy weapons. Most of the weapons they buy, some estimates say around 70-80% come from the U.S. And that's allowed them to control territory in Mexico and become so dangerous. And that is in part what explains what happened in Matamoros last week, and what happens every week. Of course, this has gotten different sort of dimension and attention because of the fact that 4 American citizens were involved. But unfortunately, it happens every week to Mexican citizens, and it never ends the same way.
U.S. law enforcement source says investigators believe the Gulf Cartel, one of the oldest crime groups in Mexico, is responsible for this attack on the American victims. What happens if the Biden administration designates the cartel as terrorist organizations?
Well, in very practical terms, what happens is that U.S. military forces would be allowed to operate in Mexican territory to fight this what would then be terrorist organizations. There are a lot of bad precedents for direct U.S. military intervention in Latin America. I don't think there's a modern precedent for what that would look like in Mexico. But I think before taking that step, lawmakers, policymakers in the U.S. have to recognize 3 facts, John. First, that the U.S. has the largest illegal drug consumption market in the world. That needs to be addressed as a public health issue. That 70 or 80% of the guns used by cartels in Mexico come from the U.S. That also needs to be addressed, and that the so-called war on drugs has been a policy failure.
All right, Enrique Acevedo in Mexico City. Thank you, Enrique.
Thank you, John.